Das nächste Match ist festgesetzt auf... Nein, nein, nein. Es ist ein 2 out of 3 Falls Match. Das bedeutet, der Sieger muss den Gegner zweimal besiegen. Und es geht um den Platz als Number One Contender auf den GWF Berlin Championship. Auf dem Weg zum Ring.
This one could steal the show here at Revenge. A chance to be the number one contender for the Berlin title.
Mit einem Gewicht von 85 Kilogramm aus Vancouver, British Columbia, Kanada, the Headbanger, Phantasmo!
El Phantasmo been so impressive since his debut here in GWF at Chaos City 3. He's become so popular with the fans here in the German Wrestling Federation that he's been granted an opportunity to be the man to face Jem Kaplan for the Berlin title at Legacy on November 3rd. But if he's going to achieve that goal, he will first have to get past Senza Volto.
Hey, Phantasmo! Und sein Gegner.
The French sensation with another chance to get a shot at Jem Kaplan, his arch nemesis, but only if he can get past El Phantasmo tonight.
Mit einem Gewicht von 80 Kilogramm aus Paris in Frankreich, la sensation française, Senza Volto!
You know, El Phantasmo's debut, I mentioned that Chaos City 3 was against Senza Volto. Volto was victorious on that day. The two of them have also competed against each other in a triple threat match at Summer Smash this year. Volto won that one as well. So the danger here for El Phantasmo is that the French sensation may have his number. Phantasmo has to prove that that is not the case here by defeating Senza Volto in 2 out of 3 falls. That is the stipulation in this, what promises to be a high-octane battle for the number one contendership of the Berlin title. France versus Canada, with a title opportunity awaiting the winner at the biggest show of the year. Very much a split crowd here. Both of these young men with plenty of support here in Huxley's in Berlin. And you've got to think whichever one of them wins will be the overwhelming crowd favorite against the hated Jem Kaplan, the Berlin champion, at Legacy on November 3rd. Of course, Legacy, much like Revenge tonight, will be live on our on-demand service, streaming around the world at wearegwf.com on Saturday, November the 3rd, including, for the first time ever, live English commentary with myself and James O'Leary. Now what is this? Trudeau, this young man on his bachelor party, his stag party, has been invited into the ring here by Senza Volto and El Phantasmo. What is this?
You wanted this! Let me hear it!
What are we going to see here from Trudeau? Maybe we should add Trudeau to this, make it a three-way match. Maybe not. Well, the fun and games are quickly going to evaporate here as we get underway. As I said, 2 out of 3 falls. As we get a clean break, do we? Yes, we do, from El Phantasmo. Both of these men pretty sporting individuals for the most part. You can expect I hope, a pretty clean contest. I tell you, this crowd in here tonight is absolutely electric. As Senza Volto returns the favor for El Phantasmo, gives him a clean break, and both of these young men so unpredictable, so fast, so athletic. But like I said, it is El Phantasmo who has the most to prove here. He has to show that he can defeat Senza Volto. So again, they show they are very, very evenly matched. Make no mistake about it, Senza Volto desperately wants another shot at that Berlin title. He was quite honestly screwed out of winning the championship against Jem Kaplan at Battlefield after Kaplan's manager Ali Aslan removed Volto's mask and forced a count out. So there is plenty of unfinished business there. But Kaplan has shown earlier tonight in that defense against Oliver Carter that he is a very, very capable champion with or without Ali Aslan. Shoulder block by El Phantasmo sends Senza Volto down. Phantasmo will go to the ropes again. Leapfrog by the French sensation. A roll through by Phantasmo. Volto off the middle rope with a springboard. A handstand by Phantasmo into an arm drag. Spectacular stuff from both of these two young men in the early going here. By the way, if you want to see whichever one of these two does challenge Jem Kaplan for the Berlin title, if you want to be here in person for Legacy on November 3rd, you can visit our website, www.gwf-wrestling.com, for tickets to all of our events and merchandise as well, plus much, much more at gwf-wrestling.com. Senza Volto sweeps away the leg and then tried to take the head off of El Phantasmo. Another handstand by Phantasmo, who is proving very, very difficult for Senza Volto to take down here. Volto with no such luck off the Hurricane Rana from Phantasmo. Phantasmo looked like he was going to leap over the top, but instead he backflips back into the middle of the ring. If there's one thing we've learned about El Phantasmo in these past few months that he's been here in GWF, is that he is absolutely unpredictable. You never know what this young man from British Columbia, Canada is going to do next. Senza Volto gets back in the ring. If he had been counted out there, of course, that would be a 1 fall advantage to Phantasmo. 2 out of 3 falls here, remember. But that first fall, so very, very important, because obviously, if you lose the first fall, you then have to win 2 in a row. That is a mountain to climb for anybody. Sweep of the leg off the double knuckle lock from El Phantasmo. Trying to force those shoulders down. Senza Volto thrusting that right arm off the canvas, this time bridging his way up. Phantasmo will sweep that right leg away to stop the bridge. And now Phantasmo trying to force those shoulders down by putting his own body weight on top of Senza Volto's. Phantasmo with the monkey flip. They're still holding on to each other's arms. But these two have been linked at the hands for the past minute or two here. Both men bridging now. It's like a mirror image. One of those hands now finally becoming unlocked, and they are back up to a vertical base. Big slap across the chest from El Phantasmo takes Senza Volto down. Phantasmo will leap up to the top rope, and we've seen this before from El Phantasmo. He'll sometimes do a whole lap of the ring like that, but this time he chooses not to. Lands on his feet, but Senza Volto will counter. Senza Volto still got that left hand linked to Phantasmo's right. Springboard off the top. A backflip and an arm drag finally releases the hand. There's a super kick low from El Phantasmo and a cover to win the first fall here, and he got it. Wow.
Und damit der erste Pinfall für El Phantasmo.
And that is exactly what El Phantasmo needed, given that he is yet to beat Senza Volto in 2 previous attempts here in GWF. That is precisely the psychological boost that El Phantasmo needed. And now Senza Volto with a Herculean task in front of him to try and defeat El Phantasmo not once, but twice in a row. That is what he will have to do if he wants to be the #1 contender for Jem Kaplan's Berlin title going into Legacy in November. The roll up by Volto. Volto was trying to win the second fall early. Volto again, some of a victory roll. A crucifix pin. Volto again got the shoulders down, and Senza Volto doing whatever it takes here. He's trying absolutely everything to try and quickly level things up here. Counter of El Phantasmo's pin. Both men exchanging pin attempts. They're coming one after the other here. Phantasmo this time on top, but arches up to Senza Volto. Volto backslide. The shoulders go down, and a kick out again by El Phantasmo, who rolls to the outside. Senza Volto will follow him maybe, but Volto changed his mind. And now Volto to the outside. Senza Volto leaps over the top. He takes out El Phantasmo. He takes out 2 of our stewards as well. Absolute carnage at ringside. Senza Volto is doing whatever it takes. He is leaving it all on the line here to try and level things up. The senton off the top rope and kick out on 2 by El Phantasmo. Always such innovative offense from Senza Volto. Springboarding off the top rope there from that kneeling position into the senton. The handspring gets caught by Phantasmo. And Phantasmo has Volto up. spins him round and round and round and drops him with the neck breaker. Phantasmo to win it 2-0 here, and Senza Volto kicks out on 2 to keep his Berlin title. #1 contendership hopes alive. What a statement of intent it would be for El Phantasmo if he could win this one 2-0 against Senza Volto. And he just might, you know, the way this is going, the way this has been shaping up in the past couple of minutes here, after that flurry of attempts following the first fall by Senza Volto to try and level things up quickly, El Phantasmo has settled into this second phase of the match here, and he is looking the fresher athlete at this point in the match. There's a suplex. Phantasmo kicks out the legs, holds on. A second vertical suplex on Senza Volto. Back up to his feet again. This time, a third one, no counter. The counter by Senza Volto. A variation on the stunner by Volto. Volto, handspring, catches him with the cutter. And Volto says he's headed to the top. Senza Volto from the top rope, will we see it here? Senza Volto, the shooting star press on El Phantasmo, the cover, and Senza Volto levels it up at 1-4 apiece.
Und damit der erfolgreiche Pinfall und somit der Ausgleich. 1:1, Pinfall von Senza Volto.
It is sudden death here in Berlin. El Phantasmo and Senza Volto, the next man to score a pinfall or a submission, will be the #1 contender for the Berlin title. Once again, the crowd totally split down the middle as both men take a breather before this third and final fall. And El Phantasmo needs to gather his thoughts here. That advantage he had of being 1 fall to the good has evaporated thanks to that devastating shooting star press from Senza Volto. And in a sense, we are back to where we started here. Both men level at 1 fall apiece. And this one now essentially a 1-fall contest. Stamina is going to become an issue here, as will desire. Whose desire is greater? Senza Volto's to get another shot at Jem Kaplan, or El Phantasmo's to prove his value by beating Senza Volto and heading to Legacy. Oh, God! Phantasmo spitting into his own hand before that slap across the chest. Volto doing the same. Phantasmo allowing him to see how hard he can strike. That was a pretty hard strike, a boot to the face. Senza Volto returns the favor. It has developed into a game of can you top that? For El Phantasmo and Senza Volto. The Spanish fly by Senza Volto. The cover, will that do it? No, no, no. El Phantasmo just about kicked out. Senza Volto thought he was the #1 contender right there. Volto measuring up the young Canadian. Slap across the face from Volto. Volto takes a run up. Phantasmo gets the boot up, and El Phantasmo up to the second turnbuckle here. A 619 sweeps away the leg of Phantasmo. Senza Volto trying to catch him into the pin. The cover, the shoulders down, and El Phantasmo kicks out on 2 3/4. God, how close was that? The closest near fall we have yet had. The crowd are chanting, "This is awesome." And they are 100% correct. Senza Volto is headed to the top here. Maybe we'll see an encore presentation of that shooting star press, but no, we won't, because El Phantasmo saw it coming. Hits the enziguri. And Phantasmo with the Rana. El Phantasmo up top here. Phantasmo frog splash on Senza Volto to become the #1 contender. No, Senza Volto kicks out again. And this match is still alive. What a battle, what a war between Senza Volto and El Phantasmo here. Phantasmo looking to put the final touches on what he believes is a impending victory. Volto gets off the shoulders. I think Phantasmo was looking for that swinging neck breaker again. Phantasmo with a knee right into the forehead of Senza Volto, excuse me. There's an enziguri around the back of the head of the French sensation. Phantasmo, you heard that, screaming at Volto to stay down.
I said, stay down, you little bitch.
Wow. Well, tempers are fraying here between Phantasmo and Volto. Phantasmo goes for the super kick that won him the first fall, but it got blocked. Here comes Senza Volto. This time the super kick lands right in the face of Senza Volto. Is that enough? Is that enough for El Phantasmo? No, it's not. No, it's not. Goodness me. What a match. What a match here. Phantasmo again headed up high. Volto is going to join him. Senza Volto. Oh, top rope Spanish fly. The top rope Spanish fly. Phantasmo's out cold. Phantasmo's out cold. Is that one? Yes. No. No, 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 no. That wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Senza Volto will look for the shooting star. Senza Volto lands it. Volto, the cover. That's got to be. Oh my God. Oh my God. A roll up. The roll up. The crucifix. The crucifix. Oh, and El Phantasmo wins it. Phantasmo wins it. What a win.
Der Sieger in diesem Kampf und neuer #1 Contender auf den GWF Berlin Title, El Phantasmo!
He kicked out of a top rope Spanish fly and a shooting star press, and El Phantasmo somehow, some way, was able to pin Senza Volto's shoulders to the mat for 3 seconds to win that 2 out of 3 falls match and become the #1 contender for the Berlin title. A standing ovation here for both of these young men. And a great show of respect between two men who have given us one of the greatest matches.
Aber der Sieger und neuer #1 Contender El Phantasmo!
Quite simply one of the greatest matches we have seen in a very long time here at GWF.